Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Boom, boom, boom. This is Jared and I'm back. Hey guys, man, I'm so excited. We're going to knock this out of the ballpark tonight. This is the Warriors Quest show, and that's right, I'm your host, Jared A. Brown. All right, every week I spotlight a chronic disease warrior, someone who is looking for a living kidney donor, and this week we're doing that. All right, we're going to broadcast this and reach everybody. We're going to try to cast this out to the masses so that we can make sure that everybody knows that Tamika Griffin needs a living kidney donor. We're going to shout it from the rooftops, from the mountaintops, from the summits of the Rocky Mountains, wherever we can. All right, this is what we do. So if you're watching from our Facebook pages or from our YouTube channels, please don't forget to subscribe or like our page. And most importantly, when you do that, make sure that you hit the bell notification, because you can actually change that so that you get every single notification, which is easier to find out when we go live when you change that. Otherwise, they don't send it to you every time when we go live. So don't forget to hit that bell and make sure that you get a notification every time we go live. All right, we're going to do this. You know what we do. You know how we do. All right, please share. All right, here we go. We've got some comments going on. All right, so I'm going to show some comments here. All right, do your thing. Love it. I've got Lisa Baxter. All right, and if you don't know, now you know. All right, we've got Lisa Baxter co-hosting tonight. All right, so I'm going to bring in Lisa Baxter as my special co-host. All right, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. All right, representing from New York. I'm bringing in, all right, a heavy hitter, Lisa Baxter, a 12-year veteran on dialysis. All right, from the Lisa Baxter Show, someone who knows resources like no other, brings energy, all right, and does everything she can to help other people. Here we go. You all know what we do. Make sure you give her a very special Warriors Quest show welcome. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching, Steve. All right, and please don't be stingy. All right, share this. All right, here we go. Lisa Baxter, I'm bringing you on, special co-host. Here we go. Co-host.
I'm my own enemy.
Hey,
Boom,
Lisa, how
bam,
are you?
pow.
That's right. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? What's
Hey,
up?
hey, man. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's great to be alive. It is. We've got a lot of stuff that I'm happy about. Just yesterday, all right. A kidney warrior from Utah. All right. She lives in Roy, Utah. So literally, she's probably less than 2 miles, maybe 3 miles away from me. She got a kidney transplant surgery yesterday, and so
What?
happy. Yes,
Woo!
Lillian. Yeah, Lillian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
so I'm really
great. That's
happy about
great.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something to be glad about. You know what I mean? Nobody gets a kidney every day or any organ every day. And she got one. That's a big fat blessing. I ain't mad at her. Come on here.
Amen.
Fantastic.
Amen. Yeah. So, we're gonna bring her on. We've got a very, very special guest. And she's a she's a lupus warrior. 25 years ago, she found out she was diagnosed with lupus, and she's been a fighter, and eventually lupus nephritis has damaged her kidneys to the point where she has kidney failure. And so we're gonna learn a little bit more about her story. Most importantly, all right, we're gonna share her story. That's what I'm excited about, because
Oh, yeah.
I always love the energy that you bring, Lisa. So I know we're not going to disappoint tonight, you and I.
Listen at you. Come on here. That's right. That's right. We got this. Let's
That's
go.
right. All right. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, Lisa Baxter in the house. That's right,
Woo,
Steve.
woo.
All right. So thank you, Tumblr of Empowerment, for watching. Booyah Group is here for Tamika. All right. That's awesome. Shane Blanchard as well. Thanks for watching, Shane. All right. So, man, I'm going to get to the rest of the comments in a moment, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, Lisa, and I'm going to share it's a video. I'm going to share a video of, all right, here we go. I'm going to share a video of her journey. She introduces herself and talks about her journey. So I'm going to share that. Bear with me here while I set that up. All right. Let me know if you can see this. All right, here we go. How about now? All right. Oh, that's the wrong screen. All right, let's try that again. Wrong screen. Let's try this again.
You can always move me or put me.
No, you're off right. I just grabbed the wrong tab. Here we go. All right. So tell me if this is if you can see this now.
I can
All
see
right.
it.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to enlarge this so it's a bigger screen. I'm going to play it. And hopefully we can still hear it. I want to make sure the audio is on it. Let me know in the comment sections if you can hear the audio on this. All right, here we go.
Hi, my name is Tamika Griffin, also known as the Green
Can you hear that,
Warrior
Lisa?
Princess.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
52 years old. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, married and a mom of 2. Let me take you on a little journey so that you understand why I call myself the Green Warrior Princess. 25 years ago, I was diagnosed with lupus. And during that diagnosis, I developed something called lupus nephritis, which is the inflammation of the kidneys. Unfortunately, lupus nephritis has totally ravaged my kidneys, which brings me to where I am now today. I am currently on dialysis. I've been on dialysis since August of 2020. And being on dialysis has indeed been a journey. It's been a journey because I'm battling this disease, as well as trying to have a balance of being a mom and being a wife and being a friend. This journey is not for the weak at heart, thus calling myself the Green Warrior Princess. Green is the color of immortality, resurrection, and new life. And this is where you come in. I need someone like yourself to be a living donor, to donate a kidney to me so that I can have a new life and I can live a longer life and enjoy the time that I have here with my friends and with my family. Now, I know that donating a kidney is a big ask, and I understand that it is a selfless act. But if you would consider donating a kidney, you would change not only my life, but yours would be changed as well, because you have done the selfless act of donating life. So I want to say thank you in advance for considering being my living donor, and stay well.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing right now, but man, this is a oh wow. Seriously. I love
Beautifully said.
I watched that video and I just wanted to I really thought I needed to share that before we brought her on.
Yes,
Um
of course.
and just a heartfelt video. It's a great introduction.
Mhm.
She posted it back in March of earlier this year in 2021, and so I'm excited, and that's not
Yeah,
even that's an understatement. I'm totally excited
true.
to bring her on and to share her story. So I'm going to bring her on. We're going to do a very VIP intro again so that we can share everything. So here we go. VIP intro, everyone. Make sure she feels a very special Warriors Quest show welcome. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hi, Tamika.
Hey, Jared, what's up?
Hi. Hey, it's
Thank
good to
you
see
for
you.
that VIP intro. I love it. The music
Yeah.
was bomb. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Ah, welcome, welcome. Please feel
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you, sis. How you doing?
Alive and kicking, and
That's
so
what's up.
beautiful story what you told and how he played it and everything. I ain't
Thank
mad
you.
at you. Come on here.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be here. I really appreciate you, Jared, getting me on here and getting me some extra exposure that I need. So I
Amen.
can't tell you how much this means to me and my family.
I'm happy to do it. Seriously, let me ask you if you would, is just to kind of give us a little bit of your background. Tell us where you're from, and tell me a little bit about, where you grew up, and
Okay.
a little bit of what we haven't heard yet from your story.
Okay. Well, I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been here now 26 years. I moved here with my husband at the time and my small son, who is 8 months. He's now 26 years old. And it was a corporate move. He worked for a bank and they did a takeover and merged with another bank. And we moved down here and been loving it. But I moved down here from New Jersey, but I was born and raised in Brooklyn. So when I heard my girl was coming on from Brooklyn, I was like, okay. Grew up in the New York and Newark school system. Met my husband actually via my sister-in-law, who was my manager at a bank at the time, and we got married in 1993. And that was like maybe a year later. Maybe 8 months later, that's when I found out that I had lupus. And it was crazy because I was only married for 8 months. So those vows, for better or for worse, kicked in really fast. But I tell you, my husband, he's a superstar because he's been hanging in there with me, and has been the best caregiver one could ever have, and friend and confidant. And I'm gonna tell you, Jared, when I got diagnosed with lupus, I was told that I should could not have any children, that it would be the death of me. But I'm here today to tell you that I have a 26-year-old son who's very healthy and a 21-year-old son who's even healthier. So both my sons, I consider them a miracle, as well as me being a miracle, being able to carry them, and they come out as healthy boys.
Wow. So they told you that you shouldn't have children because of what was
Right,
going on.
right. Never ever have children. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, never.
Wow.
And it was scary. You tell a woman who's been married for 8 months
Uh-huh.
that wanted children one day, not right away, but to never have them, I should never have them. That was very scary.
Yeah. I can only imagine how you must have felt as a father. I would be just devastated.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was quite
That's bad
devastating.
news.
You know, it is
Yeah.
bad news, but we made it through. We made it through. I'm a strong believer in God and prayer
Amen.
and faith.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people praying for me, my mother and my family members, my friends. So I have and still have a very strong support system that stands
Okay.
by me.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when going back 25 years ago when you
Hmm.
first found out that you had lupus,
Yes.
um, what was that like for you? I mean, at a young age, sometimes when you're that young, you may not totally comprehend what's going on. So, what was going through your head, and how did your parents talk to you about that?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that question because it was. I don't say it was weird. I don't say it was a coincidence. I believe that it was God planning, helping me to get ready for this journey because shortly before I was diagnosed, I was reading a magazine and I was reading about a woman with lupus. And I said, lupus, what is lupus? And,
Right.
kind of grazed over it, oh man, that's so sad. And who would have knew like 8 months later, that would have been me. So I wasn't very educated on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I read a little about it, but when it happened to me, I could tell you it was just uttermost shock. I was a person who only went to their annual visits once a year for their doctor. 2020 vision, tip top health. Never really got sick. I don't think I missed many days of school. I think I got an award at the end of my graduation for like never missing kindergarten or something like that. I mean, I was always,
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
And it was just a shock. We
Yeah.
didn't know what it was because so many things happened. I guess the way I got diagnosed, it was a shock for everyone because I didn't have
Mhm.
a doctor say, you have lupus. No, I was very sick for 2 weeks. I had a headache, feeling like I had the flu, and just
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get. And I never missed work, right? So I had
Okay.
missed 2 weeks of work, and I absolutely loved my job that I had at the time. So the fact that I missed 2 weeks of work was saying something. And it was
Right.
one night, my husband was out with some friends. I was home by myself, and I just felt so sick. I said, I'm going to call the ambulance because something doesn't feel right. I felt like I was getting ready to lose consciousness, which I did, but I did call 911 and, I left the door open. I lived in Jersey. This is how desperate I left my door unlocked. I told them the door's going to be unlocked. They came in and they looked at me, they looked at each other, and they put me on a gurney and they put the siren on
Wow.
and we went
Wow.
blazing to the hospital.
Wow. Mm-mm.
Blazing.
Wow.
What an introduction.
That
Wow.
was the intro. That was
Yeah.
the intro.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any
Wow.
time to read a brochure. I didn't have any
Uh-huh.
time to,
Well, I
somebody
know
sit me down. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, I think she
Well,
froze.
you were in the. I'm sorry. You were in the house alone. Oh, am I frozen?
Just a smidgen.
You were in the house alone. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was afraid I was gonna die all by myself, and I knew something was going on inside of my body, and I literally felt like my life was leaving me. And I think I passed out a few times. The EMT tech came, and when he looked at my hands, they were white like my shirt, and my blood pressure was so low. And I was just afraid. My husband wasn't there, and so many things was running through my head, like, what if he comes home and finds me like this? What if? And that's when I said, you know what, I'm going to get some help. I'll call him once I get to the hospital, to let him know. But I felt like this was urgent. This was a matter of life and death. And it was.
Sure.
It was.
Wow.
Because the doctor that took care of me, attended to me, told me, if you didn't come in when you came in, it would have been lights out. I mean, he didn't say it like that. I'm just paraphrasing.
But more or less, right.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was like, you were right there at the edge.
Well, I'm glad you listened to your body.
Wow.
I'm glad God kept you because He's a
He did.
keeper. You know what I mean? And He sent the right everything, the right doctors, the right paramedics, and everything. Oh, come on here.
Yeah, and then when I got admitted to the hospital, you guys, I stayed for 2 months.
Really?
In the hospital. Yes, 2 months.
My.
2 months. I was diagnosed with lupus maybe a week later, but it took so long because I had so many things going on top of that. Because I was feeling sick every day with a headache, I was taking a leave every day, and I was ripping the lining of my stomach.
Oh, because it's an NSAID, huh?
Yes. So when I went in there, I was bleeding from my rectum. I was urinating blood.
Wow.
My blood pressure was below, below 100. So they had to, take care of those things first.
Wow.
And then when I was diagnosed, when I was in Jersey, AIDS was very, everybody, that's the first thing they tested me for. Because they thought it might have been HIV/AIDS. That's the first thing they tested me for. And then they came to me and said, we thought you had HIV, but, you actually have the opposite of HIV. It's called lupus. And I was like, wow, I just read about that in the magazine. But I had to stay the 2 months because I was so sick that they had to just really put me back together.
Okay.
And they weren't going to let me leave until I was put back together. Because they saw how young I was.
I'm sorry, my apologies.
Go ahead.
Could you explain what lupus is, and for those that may not be familiar with it, and how it affects you?
Sure. Lupus is an autoimmune disease. And to break it down into kindergarten terms, it's your body fighting each other. So with lupus, your body does not recognize good cells or bad cells. It eats up both good and bad, which compromises your immunity system. So that makes you more susceptible to colds and flu and COVID, things of that nature. So it's pretty much your body fighting itself.
Good example.
Organs against organs, tissue against tissue.
Tissue against tissue. And the very unique thing about lupus is there's no pattern. Like, I can't say everybody has this and everybody has that. Everybody has something different. It's a different strain. It's like a snowflake because no snowflake is the same. So everybody has some sort of different type of lupus. And in my case, I started off because I do things in such a grand way with lupus SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus. So that's just like everything, And and then my kidneys, they said my kidneys was affected. They didn't call it lupus nephritis just yet. They just said the lupus has affected your kidneys. And then I was also diagnosed with lupus discoid. That is why I cut my hair off, because I had lupus discoid, which affects your scalp. And it can take your hair out and give you terrible scarring. But
I have heard that, yeah.
Yep. And we're known for it if you have sometimes a butterfly rash. Right?
Yes.
On your cheeks, misses the bridge of your nose, and it's the shape of a butterfly on your face. That has not happened to me, but pretty much everything else has.
Right, Lisa. Remember Emmett Henderson has talked about that. Remember that?
That's the first thing I was thinking of when she said that. He's one of the, he's a man that has it. He said not too many men get it, always women, and he was one of the ones that got it. You know, he was
Yep.
one of the ones that got it.
I know a handful of men that have it. Just a handful.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So
It triggered
Steve's
him to
asking
start a
right here.
support group. Sorry, go ahead.
It did. Yeah, he's a great advocate for. He's a lupus warrior, and
he
he
is.
advocates,
That's
and he does so
awesome.
much for the lupus community. He's a great guy. He's in the San Diego area, San Diego, California.
Okay.
So Steve Belcher is asking how. He says, "Are you doing home dialysis?"
Yes, I am. I am doing what is called peritoneal dialysis. And I do it at home. And let me tell you, I was so afraid because I felt like, first of all, I'm not qualified. I don't have MD at the end of my name. So I didn't trust myself to do this process. But my doctors were saying at the time, listen, we think you're very capable, you're swimming. And secondly, there's COVID. We don't want you going into a center because you have lupus. We want you to be home and do your dialysis. And let me tell you, I'm glad that I listened. I'm glad that I trusted myself. I'm glad that I'm doing it at home because it frees me up during the day because I do it at night. It's for 8 hours a night, every night, 7 days a week. Can't miss a beat, 8 hours. And I do it while I'm sleeping. I have a super long cord. I can kind of walk around and do some other things. So it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
But the only, downside, but I'm learning to cope with that is travel because I love to travel.
And you like to travel, okay?
Yeah. So now I have to take that machine with me, which is fine. I just need to make sure I have good Wi-Fi and electricity.
Yeah, got those two things. Yeah.
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
Well, how do you deal with all the storage of the boxes and stuff? I had 2 siblings that did peritoneal. I had 6 siblings on dialysis. So how did you deal with the boxes and stuff? That used to be a trip when me and my sister would go on we went on a cruise and some other things. Oh my God. Please tell me, please.
Now that is a thorn. That is a thorn in my side. I'm gonna tell you.
Thorn in your side.
I kisses everybody, right?
On my IG, I show you my delivery day. I have so many boxes around here. That's the only thing. It's like I have boxes everywhere. I've run out of places to put them. Now they're just in my foyer, just stacked up. That's one problem because I cannot store them in the garage. So it has to be
because of the temperature, or
because of the temperature, because it's liquids. It's liquids, so it has to be at a certain temperature. And so, yeah, the boxes are a thorn in my side. But I tell you, when I go away, I take my liquids out of the boxes and I put it in a huge duffel bag. Like my son and husband have to carry it, but I put it in a huge duffel bag and I carry on. I carry on. I have not flown yet, and I was advised that if I fly, to get my boxes sent ahead of time to wherever I'm going to, and then they're there, and I don't have to take the boxes. All I have to do is take the machine. So haven't flown yet. But it's okay, it's okay. I'm busting at the seams here, but
you make it work.
Yeah, you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Come on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you handle your business. Yes.
Yes.
So Tamika, what I'd like to ask you is that you, in your video, you talked about that your moniker, your nickname is the Green Warrior Princess.
Yes.
And I read your blog, and not only in your blog, but also in your video, you talk a little bit about why you've kind of called yourself the Green Warrior Princess. Would you mind explaining that a little bit more? I'd love to have everyone hear that again. Sure.
Well, green is the color of immortality. So that color for me just says it all, because now I'm 53 years old and I've been married for almost 30 years, but I don't have any grandchildren. Neither one of my children are married. So I haven't experienced any of those things yet. So green is for the immortality, because I know I need to be around longer to see these things come to fruition. There's still a bucket list that I have that I would like to, check off as well with traveling. But as far as being a warrior, I started a lupus warrior. And we in the lupus community call ourselves thrivers. We don't call ourselves survivors. We say we thrive because we live our everyday lives as best we can. But I decided to call myself a warrior because I'm fighting more than one battle. I'm fighting lupus. I'm fighting 2 different types of lupus. And now I'm fighting end stage renal disease. And now I'm fighting to stay alive on dialysis. So I couldn't dub myself anything else but a warrior because I'm still standing and I'm still fighting. So the green warrior and the princess part, just for the vanity reasons, because I know I'm royalty. God put me here for a reason, you know.
Amen
He
to
put me
that.
here for a
You
reason.
better go.
So
Hey, yes.
I gotta
Teach
tell
that
my
message.
story.
Love it.
I gotta tell my story, and I gotta share
Amen.
with people.
Amen.
It's a reason why I'm taking this journey. It's a reason why I'm taking it. So I'm just gonna give it my all and give it my best.
Nice. I like that a
And you done
lot.
that. You're a real general. I bet you. You gonna suit it up. You know you
Yeah,
handling your stuff. Come on here.
I'm
You
trying.
couldn't
I'm
have.
trying.
And I'm sure
So Lisa,
you taught your 2 sons as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. One son, well, both sons don't remember me not having lupus, you know.
oh
So
wow.
one is very young, you know.
Uh-huh.
I was diagnosed with a 26-year-old before the 26-year-old was born. I didn't have any
Mm-hmm.
children.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
they grew up, you know, mommy's not feeling well, or let mommy rest, or mommy's tired. And then when they
Yes.
got of age, because they're 5 years apart, when they got of age, I talked to them about it. Like, this is what mommy has. Mommy has lupus. This is what lupus is. It's when your body fights your body, you know, just so that they can understand. So when I say I'm tired or I can't, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 20 years. So when I say mommy can't bring the cookies, I'ma send the cookies with your dad, you know.
Yeah.
What about friends?
It'll
You
get
know,
there.
what about yeah, your cookies will get there. You know, I will have representation. You
Right,
know,
right.
my good friends would go in my place for a play or whatever, what have you. So they
Excellent.
totally got that. I mean, because I was
Wow.
very involved in their schooling. Like, I did the PTA, I was the vice president, I did this,
Very
everything
much
I could
involved.
do.
Come
Very
on,
much
Mom.
involved. But when I couldn't be, they understood. And they would say, they would tell their teacher, mommy's not coming today. She's not feeling good. Mommy has lupus. It's when it fights, her body fights each other. And they totally understood. So, you know, they
Excellent.
know.
Fantabulous.
They know.
Wow. You had support
Yes.
in the house. I ain't mad at you. And I
Yes.
got to
Look at
give
all the
your husband
support.
his props. Your husband has to have
Oh,
his
man.
props. You don't get too many
Yes.
good men that'll find out when you're sick and not run. My husband didn't run either. And he found out before we took the
Yes.
vows. And yours was 8 months
Wow.
in, and the brother did
I
not
knew
run.
it.
He didn't
Yeah.
put his sneakers on,
He didn't
and he
run.
didn't
That's
take
love.
nobody. Woo! I ain't
Yeah.
mad at him. Come on here. All
Yeah.
right.
Props to the husbands, because you
Yes.
know what?
Yes.
I was afraid that he was gonna leave, you know, and I said to him, you know, if this is too much, I understand. And he was like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? No, you know, we dated 4 years before we got married. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm here. And I'm like, but you know, this is a lot. This is a lot, you know, but he is a
Yes.
soldier. He's
Bless
camera
him.
shy. I try to
He
get him to
is?
come on,
Okay.
but he said, yeah, but maybe next time. But he's
All right.
a
All
soldier.
right.
He's amazing. And, you know, it's a
True
village,
gentleman.
because my mom, my sister, my aunts, my sorority sisters, I have a close sister circle. I mean, when the ship is sinking, my friends and family, they jump in.
All
They jump
right.
in.
So let's
Beautiful.
talk a little bit about that
Yes.
that support right now, because I want to thank everyone that's chiming in. So we've
Yes.
got, of course, right
Mhm.
here, Jacqueline Dingle.
That's my
I've birthed,
mom.
I thought so, yeah. I birthed a true warrior princess to this world. I'm so proud of my daughter,
Yes.
Tamika. That's awesome.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
mommy. Love you.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
married preneur, life with OL and Sway.
Those are my
So
cousins. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
all right.
Oh,
My
And
family's
sister
in the house.
cousin. Yep. Yep.
Stacy Johnson,
Yep.
thank you for
Yep.
watching.
my sorority sister, best friend. Absolutely.
All right. And then Karen James, thank you for watching. Strong and beautiful inside
Another
and out.
soror and bestie. Yep.
They piling
Thank
in.
you,
That's what
Karen.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. They're there for me.
All
And
right.
you asked about
Beautiful.
Thanks for
support.
watching, Sam Trevino.
Yeah.
Yvette.
We got other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yvette. Yep. That's my soror, my sorority sister.
Teresa Lopez.
That's my son's godmother.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we got Jonathan Trailer with Hope with Jonathan watching. Thanks, Jonathan, for watching.
Awesome.
And, yeah, he shared this broadcast just a moment ago. I want to say thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And,
Awesome.
all right.
Thank
We've
you.
got Kim Kennedy. Thank you for watching, Kim.
Awesome. Hey, Kim.
Beautiful. Hey,
Another
Kim.
comment from Yvette. She says, that's love, what a great partner does. She's talking about your husband again.
Oh, yeah. He's amazing. He is amazing.
All right. So we're almost caught up here. All right. So again, if anyone who's watching now has not yet subscribed to either the Urban Health Outreach Media Facebook page or YouTube channel or my YouTube channel, Jared A. Brown with the Warriors Quest Show, please subscribe and follow our pages. And don't forget, all right, if you go to the bell, you can switch the notification so you get notified every single time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the best way to go.
It is because especially when you want to hear, the Green Warrior Princess's notifications, she has her own Facebook page. And because her need for a donor is so urgent, if you've already liked her page and you don't click on her bell, then automatically when you just like a page, it just puts you on a default setting. And you may not get all the notifications. So it's important to click on that bell so that you're not just on the default settings, so that you're not missing out on anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a good teaching lesson.
Yeah, that is. It makes the difference when you do that, because I have it on my IG page as well.
Nice.
Hit that smash button. Don't forget.
That's right. Smash it.
Beat it.
Smash that share button. All right. Don't be stingy.
Don't be stingy. That's what I forgot to write. Don't be stingy.
That's right. Don't be stingy.
You ain't never lied.
Yeah, I started that a while ago, Tamika, and I was just being silly one day, and it just caught on.
Don't be stingy.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
So, man, tell me a little bit about your kids and what kind of support they've been to you. You've already talked about the support that your gentleman and your husband has been to you. What kind of support have your kids been to you throughout this process in your journey?
My kids, well, because I have lupus, I'm very active with the Lupus Foundation. I have a local support group here in the chapter here in North Carolina that I'm very active with. I'm on the Speakers Bureau for them. So their favorite event is the Lupus Walk. They absolutely love it. Up until the last 2 years, it would be in person, but now it's virtually. So they're extra super duper supportive when it comes to the walk and any activities that I do with the Lupus Foundation. But as far as supporting me here, whatever they can do, they wear the T-shirts. I have a T-shirt, Be Tamika's Miracle. I don't know if you can see it, Be Tamika's Miracle. And I have a T-shirt that I'm selling, and they get out there, they wear the T-shirts for me. They wear the purple bracelets for me when they have to, that says I have lupus. And they're just like my family calls them my bodyguards, because when we go to any type of family function, they're right there. I mean, they don't let me lift a plate or move a chair. They're gentlemen. They open the door. They go with me to my appointments. And now that I have to go to these different clinics, my oldest son, he takes me to my appointments. He doesn't want me driving on the highway. He sits with me. He asks questions of the doctor. He's just very active, in the process, as well as my youngest. And just side note, both my boys tried to give me a kidney. I started inside first, but neither one of them were a good match. So that's why I had to, broaden my search. So if that's not support, I don't know what is. Because when their dad and I sat down and told them what I needed, both of them were like, "Mom, where do we sign up? It's a no-brainer." I felt a little weird, like trying to get a kidney from my kids, because I'm like, what if you need something later? Then I'll never forgive myself if you get sick. And they were like, "No, we're perfectly healthy. We feel like we can do it, and we want you around. So this is what if this is what it's going to take to keep you around, we'll do it." But unfortunately, compatible. So that's why I had to grow my search. But I mean, whatever I need done, they do it. They're there for
They
me.
do
I
it.
can ask for better kids, and not to
Awesome.
mention they're so well behaved. They don't give me any problems. I haven't had to pick anybody up from jail. Haven't had to pay any bond money.
Amen.
They
Right,
don't
right,
have
right.
any
Beautiful.
drama. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They're very respectful boys. So I'm grateful for that.
Awesome. So Karen says right here, her sons are amazing and truly show love and support for her mom,
Thank
for
you.
their mom. So that's awesome.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Well, you guys did
Support
a great
is so
job.
important. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
You did a great job. You did a great job. You
Thank
and your
you.
husband, in spite of being
Yes.
ill. Sometimes people give up when they're ill, or they throw in the
Yes.
towel,
It's easy.
or
Yes.
or they don't tell the family nothing. Some people are secretive about the illness, even with family. So you not only put it out there, you grabbed the sorority sisters, you took your mama
Yep.
with you. I ain't mad at you.
Yep.
Come on, that's
Yep.
what you're supposed to do, because you need
Yes,
those
ma'am.
things. You need it all
Yeah.
in place.
Yes.
And you got
Can't
it,
do it
General. You
alone.
got it. I done told you. You done got it, General.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we've got your information down at the bottom right here. So
Yep.
I think I copied and pasted what you gave me earlier today. Hopefully that's
Yeah.
the same information.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
So again, folks, if you don't know, now you know. All right. So if you're not the right blood type, it doesn't matter. And that's why
Doesn't matter.
oftentimes when I do this show, I don't show the blood type, because
Right.
it really doesn't matter. As long as you're a healthy person, all right, please, if you feel inspired by her story and you're healthy, please apply to be a living donor for her, because even if you're not the right blood type for what she requires, the paired exchange program, the swap
Yes.
program, or whatever you want to
Mhm.
call it, all right,
Mhm.
there are organizations that will help kind of do that swap and find the right kidney for
Yep.
her. When you apply with the paired exchange program, you donate
Mhm.
your kidney to someone else who's the right blood type to you, and then the hospital and procurement agencies and organizations will find the right blood type for her, and it
Mhm.
speeds up the process. So
It
here's
does.
the information, and I'm gonna put that in the chat again multiple times so that people have that. But so you've got a great support system, a gentleman and a husband, some children that are supporting you, and man, you've got some homegirls, you've got some other people that are showing
Mhm.
support. Um,
Mhm.
but the truth of it is, sometimes, all right, whether it's lupus or from kidney disease, all right, and I don't want to. What I'd like to do is try to appeal to somebody who isn't already familiar with lupus or kidney disease right now, because that person hopefully is a potential living donor. All right,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so on the days that either lupus or kidney disease is getting the best of you, so to speak, whether
Mhm.
that fatigue, brain
Yeah.
fog,
Yeah.
any number of different things. Can you talk a little bit about how
Yes.
both of these, issues can drag you down just out of nowhere on a drop of a dime?
Absolutely. I have to choose my battles. In the lupus community, we have something called spoons. And we're like, how many spoons are you going to use today? So it's like, if I know I have an event coming up, I try to rest up, because I know after the event, I'm going to be dog tired and probably down for 2 or 3 days. So I pick and choose what I want to do. But, every day is not unicorns and rainbows. There are days that I cry my eyeballs out because I'm just like, man, you know, I don't know how I can do this, how I'm doing this, why me, I have a little pity party for myself. But then I pick myself back up and I keep trudging on. But when those days come, everything just stops. It just stops. And my kids know. I'll tell them, I'm like, you know what? It's a timeout for me, guys. I got to go to bed. And sometimes that go to bed is 10 hours, or sometimes that go to bed is 2 days, So when it comes, they know everything's in place, and they don't bother me unless I need anything. And I just kind of rest up. There's been times where I had to go to ER in the middle of the night, when we would just wake the boys up and say, we're going to make that ER run. We'll keep you guys posted, and we'll call them back, in the morning if I have to stay, or they'll see us come home that evening. So it's just a day to day. Some days it's just I'm out of it. Some days I feel like I could jump on a trampoline, do backflips, and compete with Simone Biles. But it just depends on what the lupus wants to do that day, and I just roll with it. And my community knows, my support group knows.
Okay.
My closest friends, I will call them and say, I'm not doing good, and that's when they organize and they bring food, or they leave stuff on the porch. They leave Panera. They know I love Panera. They leave Panera.
What is that? What is that?
Panera bread.
Yeah.
You guys,
bread.
do you guys have a Panera bread where you are?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I love bread.
Oh,
I love all kinds of bread.
I'm missing out, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, you better go get some.
Oh, they have the best breads and soups and salads. It's very clean, healthy food.
Okay. All right. What's in it?
Oh, everything is pretty much organic.
Uh-huh.
Everything is like, they have like good bagels. They have good
Fresh
sandwiches. Everything is fresh. Nothing's frozen.
Okay.
It's just clean, organic eating. You couldn't ask for more. If you're trying to eat healthy and eating out.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I like that. I've never tried it. I'll have to look for that. I don't know if it's going to be something like it's not going to be totally accurate if I can find it in Utah, or.
I'm surprised you don't have. I thought Panera would be everywhere.
Huh? Yeah, I've never heard of it, but yeah, and
okay.
I lived in Germany for 2 years, and they have all kinds of breads.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Yeah.
Now bread is not my friend. That's a lot of carbs.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's fattening.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. It's
Right,
not
right, I
my
hear
friend.
you.
Fattening.
Yeah.
So
But I do
good.
exercise. I exercise it off. I have a walking group that I go with, BIAYH. You saw them. That's Be Intentional About Your Health. We walk 4 days a week via Zoom with each other. 4 days a week. And from that, I have lost 40 pounds.
Nice.
From
Walking.
On here.
And
Nice.
I joined Weight Watchers, but the walking is what helped me lose, because
Walking's
let me
what's
tell
done it.
you,
Walking
you're
is
not
good.
getting a
Women
kidney
too.
if you're obese or overweight. Your BMI has to be at a certain level.
Right.
to get
Right.
it.
Say that. Talk it out.
So, and I didn't know this before I got sick. That's why I said this was all God's plan. I started this walking and Weight Watchers way before, because let me tell you, I would have been devastated if they told me I needed a kidney, but I had to lose 50 pounds.
Okay.
I would have been devastated. I would have been devastated because I would have thought it impossible. But when they told me I needed a kidney and they said, hey, your BMI is great, there's no weight issues here, I was like, yes, thank you, God.
No,
because
that's right.
that would have been another battle I would have had to fight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one
You gotta
less
stay
matter.
right on the list. You gotta stay right on that list. You on that list, you gotta stay right and accurate on the list. If you're not even going to your dialysis treatment and your health is shabby, no kidney, no other organ, no any type of organ. They watch that, they know that. Yeah. And they examine your blood and everything. Know about your
Yep.
attendant. Oh, big brother's
Yep.
watching, little sister too.
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely correct. So I mean, I do things to kind of keep my spirit up. I say that my working group is my free
Excellent.
therapy because we talk about everything that we walk. So
That is good therapy, though. Probably you're able to
Very
express
good.
yourself and
Yeah.
you know and talk freely. You know, it's good
Yeah.
to have something where you can channel your energy and
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
and
Yeah.
something that
That is
helps
so
you
true.
kind of forget your problems. You know, and it
Mhm.
sounds like that's what's helping you do that.
It
Just for that short
relaxes
while.
you. Mm-hmm.
It
You know, a
does.
lot
It
of
really
it
does.
can bring your pressure down. You know, it can,
Yeah.
if you have sugar, diabetes, and even, you know, people
Mhm.
with cancer have, you know, deal with walking. I like that, and I
Mhm.
like swimming. Now, if you got
Mm.
the kidney came today. What's the
Mhm.
first thing you do when they put that kidney in? It's working, it's popping, it's going. What would you do? What's the first thing you've been
Oh
dying to do
man.
that you can't do now?
Take a
Nice,
trip. Take a trip.
nice.
Preferably out the
What?
country.
Okay,
Out the country. Out the country.
Wow.
Like
all
Come on
right.
take
here.
a trip. Yes, that's what I
Wow.
would with my family because it's a celebration. I would want to
Nice. It
experience
is a family affair, huh?
with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would want to take a trip because that's kind of the thing. I do local things, and like I said, I haven't flown yet. But
Mhm.
I really want to be on somebody's island where the sand is white, the water is
Tell
blue,
me, tell me.
That
Mhm.
sounds
and
wonderful.
you
That
know
sounds
I'm
wonderful.
relaxing. So
I
take a
might be
trip.
on the hood of your plane or something. You go.
Come on, come on.
I need a trip too.
I know you need a vacation. I know you need a
Yeah.
vacation.
Oh my goodness.
I think vacations. I honestly think vacations should be part of a health insurance plan of some kind. You know,
Yes,
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because
yes.
it's
Wow,
good
that
for
is an excellent
mental.
idea.
It is. It's good for mental health. You know,
It
it should.
is. It is. That
Get it
is sort
started,
of yeah.
Jay. Get it started.
You
Yeah,
know,
Come
we
on
might have to
here.
lobby for that. We might have to lobby for that.
for real.
Lead
Yeah.
that race.
I mean,
Yeah.
That is
seriously.
part of your
I
message.
mean, wouldn't this be great? Okay, imagine this. Imagine this is that you get a letter of some kind, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's from I don't know, you see a counselor or some sort of mental health
Mhm.
coach, right? And
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
signed with a letter, and it says this is an official document that states that Tamika Griffin needs to go on vacation, and this will be paid for by your
Yep.
health insurance. I mean,
Oh
wouldn't that be
man,
awesome?
Oh
that
my
would be
God.
great.
What a dream. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
Yes.
it. Come on. Don't
yeah,
make
That
you know,
me
is
and you
write
would,
nobody. I don't want to start
yeah.
marching tonight. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. That's a
and you'd be
fantastic
like,
idea. That.
you
Ooh.
know, you'd be like, sorry, sir, I've got to take my vacation. My doctors tell me I've got to. You know, you'd
Mhm.
have to.
Mhm. And this is what
I
I like
love
about
it.
European countries. You know, you get that 6 weeks
Right,
off.
you do. You really do.
I
Uh-huh.
love that. You know, I love that. My husband and I went to New Zealand in 2014, and we both were like, you know what? We can live here. I really like
Mm.
New
Oh my
Zealand.
gosh, yeah. That's what
Wow.
happens when you're on vacation, though, is it broadens your
Yeah.
mind, you know? It
Yes.
makes you
It
start to think
do.
about other things and you're not staying in your
Mhm.
same routine. I'm
Yes.
telling you,
Yes.
vacation is so good for mental health. It
It
really
is.
is.
It
Yeah,
really is. It changes your whole mind frame. You come back new. Like, you know,
yeah.
Yes.
yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what
They
I'm
got
talking
that.
about.
They got that in Europe. I mean, they get the
They
point.
do,
I
they
mean,
do. Yeah, they get it there. They get
yeah.
like 6 weeks of vacation
I
in Europe.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
Great.
right. Yeah,
Six,
6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
6 weeks. A guy on
I
a
mean,
plane
that's
I
what
sat
two.
next to. Yeah. Here
Wow.
they give you what, 10 days?
right.
And
I'm gonna
that ain't
change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my name to Jared Von Komen, you know, and say, and I'm gonna say in German, es tut mir leid, aber ich muss also.
yes.
I'm East Moosing with you, brother. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
saying, yeah,
Right.
that's my brother.
ja, ich muss meinen Zwillingsbruder besuchen. Es tut mir wirklich leid.
Oh my God, I'm sweating and everything. Stop it.
Listen,
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good to laugh.
we need
I'm telling you,
that.
I've been working hard a couple
It
of
does.
weeks. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Laughter
Yeah.
is good for your soul. I'm gonna tell
It
you
is.
that.
It
It
really
really
is.
is. It's like a
I
medicine.
love to
Yeah.
laugh.
Shallow. Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yes. Thank you, Jay. Thank you both.
You're welcome. I'm glad it. Every day I wake up in the morning and I see this face and I gotta laugh. I mean, who looks
Yeah.
like this, right?
Stop it.
I'll
Stop
tell you
that.
who. My twin brother. That's who. That's who else looks like this.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh, he got a nice
Yeah.
twin. He's a very good guy.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
Okay.
surprised he's not watching, but I can't see anyway without my reading glasses.
Right,
My
right,
glasses.
right.
Oh
But
wow,
he's
that's
no,
so
So
cool.
he's great.
I want to
He's
give a
great.
very
Yeah.
special shout out to Nyshonda Larimore here, the lovely Nyshonda
Oh,
Larimore. I was catching some of her show earlier
Okay.
tonight.
yeah. I got a chance to share it.
Yes, you did too. Yeah, I shared it as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
thank
The
you
Okay.
for
Queen of
tuning in.
Diamonds, I call her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta
she's
look
awesome.
her up. I gotta look her
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's
She's
on
So
good
IG.
people.
Is it
I
just YouTube or she's on IG or
I think she may be on IG as well. Right? She's on Facebook, IG.
Yeah, she's on
She's the
YouTube,
host.
on Facebook.
Yeah, she's on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yes, YouTube as well. That's where I watched her, was YouTube. And
okay?
if you get connected with her, Tamika, she has
Mhm.
her own show as well called Transplant Talk with Nyshonda
Okay.
Larimore. Yes,
I'm gonna look her
and
up.
Yep. That's her.
hopefully I can get you connected and you can actually get interviewed
Yeah.
by her as well, so we can get
Okay.
your
Yeah.
story out to as
Yeah.
many people as possible. Is the
That'll be
idea?
great. That'll be
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
It's
great.
a lot of us with shows out here, and we would all like to help you get a kidney. You
Oh,
know?
I appreciate it. That just makes my heart feel so warm. I mean, I can't tell you. My husband is so grateful. My kids, my friends. That's why all my friends, my crew is on here because they're like, "What? He wants to help you get exposure, and that's it. He doesn't want anything. What?
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
you don't
Yeah.
come across people like that.
Right.
To
People
The
ask
Lord
me
got
all-
some good and real people out here. We ain't
People
not
ask
all
me-
bad.
It's funny
You
though.
know?
People ask me that all the time. So why do you do this?
So what do you want? You know,
Right.
Yeah, we don't
let's
even get
bring-
paid for it. I did my show 12 years.
Right,
None of
right.
us do.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm grateful for you. God put you in my life for a reason. So I'm just so glad our
Absolutely.
paths crossed. I'm
No
very happy
coincidences,
about it.
yes.
No coincidences.
Uh-huh.
That's right. That's right. You family now, and any
Absolutely.
resources, anything you need, let us
you,
know that
Lisa.
stuff. Get our number. Hey, I ain't mad at you. You family now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Your
thank
family.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
fam. Thank you.
That's right. You're part of the whole family now. So all of Urban Health
Yes.
Outreach Media, all the kidney disease community family, lupus family, we're all together, and now we're unified. And I
Yes.
say this so often, and I'm serious about it. I is that the more we're together, the more united we are. All right.
Yeah.
Because we've got, all right, Nyshonda Larimore, her husband, all right, is the reason why she advocates. It's because of my sister-in-law is the reason why I advocate. We
I
lost
read
Lisa.
that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'll bring her back in a moment.
Okay.
So, and then we have Steve Belcher, who's not only a registered nurse, but he's been in the kidney disease community for over, I think, 33 years. Here we go, bringing her back.
There she
And
goes. Yeah.
we've got Shane Blanchard watching, all right here from Midwest Kidney Warriors. He's looking for a kidney donor right now. Many
Okay.
people here that are watching. Lisa Baxter herself, Jonathan Traylor from Hope with Jonathan. All right. And my point is that when they chime in, okay, I have a sliver of an understanding, just
Right.
a sliver, because I only know from my interviewees, all right, the people whom I've interviewed, and my sister-in-law, but I've not gone through it. So even though I've not gone through it, I'm infected. Okay, I've got so much passion to help people. I'm still infected. All right,
That part.
but I don't go through brain fog. I don't go through
Right.
insomnia. I don't have anemia or any of these things. So when these people that are currently in the trenches, all right, that are going through lupus, going through kidney failure, and they're putting words in your comment section right here, how important is that, and how does that make you feel?
Mm. It makes me feel amazing. Most importantly, I feel like I'm not alone.
Uh-huh.
Because, some days, even though I have a great support system, I do feel,
Okay.
with things that I'm feeling, when I'm in my head, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Um,
Right.
but then when I'm around people that are kindred spirits and they know what I'm talking about, like I don't have to explain it. Like if I say
Yes.
a key word, they go, "Oh, yes, I know what you're dealing with." That makes me feel good. It just makes me feel good that the exposure is getting out there, and people are just seeing it. Keeping me in their thoughts as I would keep them in mind, and praying for me. That I get that perfect match. So it's a
Right.
warm, fuzzy feeling that I'm going to hang on to for a long time. When I feel those down moments, I'm going to reflect on this interview. I'm going to reflect on
Yes.
you. I'm going to
Replay
reflect
it.
on Lisa. That's
Yeah.
going to be in my arsenal to pick myself back up and keep
Amen.
fighting.
Wow.
It's funny that
Amen.
you bring up Arsenal because the name of my show is the Warriors Quest show. Then
Mm-hmm.
your name is the
The
Green Warrior
Green Warrior
Princess.
Princess.
And
Mm-hmm.
as warriors, all right, I called it that for this show, and in some ways you've named yourself that because you talked about immortality and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And as a
Yes.
lupus warrior and kidney warrior, you battle
Yep.
every day. And
Mm-hmm.
so we have to have it. We have to have weapons and
Yep.
tools, so to speak, to
Yep.
battle.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Absolutely.
Have to.
Armor.
Hmm.
It's
Yes,
so
right.
many things,
Armor.
that I do to make myself feel good. Walking, I watch your show and I watch other people's shows. I talk to people, just different things to keep my mind off of what I'm dealing with.
Uh
To
huh.
take a little mental vacay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to definitely keep an
Yeah.
arsenal, and traveling is one of them. Sometimes, we'll just take a short trip somewhere for a couple of days, and stay in a hotel and kind of change the scenery
Uh
because,
huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
in the top of this interview, we talked about all the boxes. So
Right.
some days when I see those boxes, I just want to kick them down, and throw them out the window. So like when
Yeah.
we change the scenery and go somewhere nice where there's no boxes, a
Yes.
pool, somewhere where I could just kind of,
Oh, yeah.
it makes all the
Mm-hmm.
difference. Then I come back home to the boxes, but I'm ready. I'm
Right.
ready.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
ready to deal
For the
with it.
next
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the sand. Give me the beach. Give me some
Yes.
room service. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I love different
Yes.
scenery. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Yep.
wow.
I'm right there with
That's what I'm
you. I'm right
talking
there with
about.
you.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
ladies, we're nearing the end of the show right here, and what I'd like to
Hmm.
do is I'd like to ask Lisa, Lisa, what kind of words of encouragement would you give to Mika here?
Uh, Well, Tamika, I would say, please don't give up. You know what I mean? I know you're a warrior, and even warriors get weak, warriors get tired, warriors get beat up, stuff been thrown at the warrior get a kick. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff. But I want you to keep your eyes on God and watch him work for you because he's going to work it out for you. Just like he made you strong for this battle and made your family strong and put all of that support around you, he's going to bring you through it. He's going to bring you right through it. And your testimony is going to be even bigger than what it is. So I want you to stay encouraged. I want you to stay blessed. And if you feel rough, pull out one of those pull out a good scripture. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God shall deliver us out of them all. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. Continue to trust God and continue to keep your eyes on him because he's the prize that's going to give you the ultimate prize of that kidney. You rock, sister. You rock.
Thank you. When you were saying those scriptures, I was getting chills. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah, I
so
know.
much, Lisa. That's beautiful.
The story is
Hmm.
blessing me all together. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, so Lisa, what I would what I'd like to do is thank you for coming on. Seriously, you bring energy. I love your excitement, all of your vibes. Seriously,
Yes.
yeah,
You're a great host. You're absolutely a great co-host.
Oh,
yes.
thank you. You guys, I love you guys. Y'all the real stars, and you rock. Thank you.
Oh, I
All
love you
right.
too, Lisa.
Much love and respect, Lisa.
All right. Uh-oh. I think she
Call
got
me up. Hit me up.
Oh, there she
Okay.
goes.
All right.
All right.
Talk to you soon, okay?
All right. Bye. Peace. Peace
Bye.
and victory.
Bye, Lisa.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So, Tamika, this has been simply amazing. I really love your story. I love what the Green Warrior Princess name represents.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you have gone to tell your story, because not everybody. Some people they feel uncomfortable. They feel awkward telling their story, and
Right.
it's not easy. It's
No.
not easy for everybody.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so for you to do this, I think it really says a lot about your character. It means
Yeah.
you have a lot of fight in you.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I have something to fight for, you know.
right.
I have a family that loves me and wants me around, you know, and I want to be around. So just that and within itself, you know, I'm going to keep fighting.
Nice. I believe it, just like on that thumbnail that we created, where you're posing like that, because that just shows that you are going to fight. You're not going to let down. You're going to defend yourself, and you're going to go out in a blaze of glory. I believe
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, who would you like to shout out? It's shout out time.
Oh, okay. Let me shout out my walk group, BIAYH, my walking ladies, Darshelle, Teresa, Yvette, Karen, Katrina, Troy Gammon. That's the immediate group, my walking group. Shout out my mom, of course. Mommy, I love you. I came from you. You're a fighter. I get it from you. And I want to shout out my cousin, Consuela Otis, who I know we're on. She's like my sister cousin. Want to shout out all my friends and family that came on. Stacy, thank you so much. She's my youngest son's godmother, and she is a wonderful friend and sorority sister. And everybody that's on here that's supporting me. And I can't forget my main man, my husband, Robert Odell Griffin Sr. I love me some Robert. Robert, thank you. I love you so much. I know you're in the other room watching. Mwah! I'm sending you kisses anyway. I just thank you, and I thank everyone for watching. My new friends that I made, my old friends that I have, just shout out, peace and love.
All right, thank you so much, Tamika. Again, it's been a total pleasure having you on tonight. God bless you. All right, my small request is, because literally, all right, many people, I kid you not, all right, many people that have been on the Warriors Quest show, God blesses them, and they end up having a kidney donor transplant. All right, they get a kidney transplant, and whether it's from a deceased donor angel or a living donor, it happens. I told you Lillian just yesterday got a kidney transplant. She was on my show. And so my small request, okay, is because it's likely, very likely, okay, that God will praise you, all right, and God will bless you because of this. So my only request, just a small one, is you hit me up on IG or Facebook
I will.
or my text on a text message, and let me know, and you say, hey, listen, God is blessing me and it's going to happen. All right.
I definitely will. That's a promise.
All right.
That is an absolute promise, Jared, because what you did for me tonight is just amazing. I'm never going to forget it. Never going to forget it. So I thank you.
It's God's plan. God's plan. I don't know that I always like all of Drake's songs, but I do like his song God's Plan.
Me too. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah, it is dope. Yeah, I like it. So, I'm so appreciative. So God be with you and your
Thank you.
family,
Thank
your
you.
husband, your son, your children, and all of your family.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to continuing to keep in touch and staying, up
Oh
to
yes,
date with your journey. Okay.
for sure. You got it, Jared. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Talk to you soon. All right.
All right, we'll talk soon. Have a good night.
Okay. You
Okay.
too. Bye
So
bye.
long.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
God bless.
God bless.
All right, you guys, man, we've heard from Tamika Griffin, the Green Warrior Princess, and 25 years ago, she learned that she was diagnosed with lupus. Then lupus nephritis ravaged her kidneys, and she's had to go on dialysis. She's currently doing PD, and she is battling now, all right, with end stage renal disease, and she needs to find a living kidney donor. All right. So her personality just rocks. All right. A vibrant, positive personality. She's beaming, all right, with such a good spirit. Okay. There are no other words to explain it other than she has such a great soul. All right. And so if you feel just as inspired as I have tonight, all right, and if you haven't felt inspired yet, I encourage you to watch this as a replay and watch it again because it is inspiring. All right. Her smile, the way she talks about her husband, all right, the way she talks about her children, and just the way she talks in general about, all right, anything about her life, all right, is something that is just incredible. She has a great spirit. So please, all right, here it is again. Contact Lynette at Atrium Wake Forest or Yvonne at Atrium Charlotte. These are the phone numbers, and she's also at Duke's Transplant as well, and the phone number for the Duke Hospital. All right, so please don't forget to share this. All right, because the algorithm is bound to do is bound by us. All right, the algorithm, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, will be work in our favor if we comment. Continue to comment. I'm so happy you've commented already. All right, but let's keep this on fire. All right, because the more we comment, the more we share this, the more we just catch this on fire. Light it like a firecracker. All right, and let's get this so on fire that it's shared and it's gone into Facebook groups, Twitter. Let's help this warrior find a living kidney donor. All right. So God bless Tamika Griffin. All right, and thank you all for watching tonight, especially all of the people who have. All right, all of her friends, homegirls, everybody from Lisa Baxter, my co-host, to Steve Belcher. All right, we've got Stacy Johnson, Karen James, Married Preneur, Life with OL and Sway. I know I'm missing some here. Shane Blanchard with Midwest Kidney Warriors, Teresa Lopez, Nishanda Larimore. Um, let's see if I can. Yvette Tankard. We've got, I know I'm missing some here, and some, all right, Hope with Jonathan Trailer. If I'm missing some here and I haven't mentioned your name, Jacqueline Dingle. See, I'm trying to go through all these so I make sure I've hit everybody. All right, I'm trying to be a good host because I wouldn't be able to do this without your help, and I'm thankful for it. All right, Tumbler of Empowerment, thank you for watching. All right, Shane Blanchard, of course, Kativa Johnson. All right, and if I haven't mentioned your name because you didn't comment, but you were watching, I want to thank you for your involvement in watching this. Because without watching this, all right, you wouldn't have added to this broadcast. Watching it is putting another viewer on this and adding to what we've done. But if you haven't commented, please comment. Please comment that you watched and that you would like to see that Tamika Griffin finds a living kidney donor. Comment. All right. And if you are a kidney warrior, lupus warrior, please give her some words of encouragement in regards to what she may be going through that you can relate to because you're going through it or you've gone through it already. All right, man. I thank you guys. I appreciate your following. All right. So very thankful for all of the people that have chimed in and for your support. All right. God bless you tonight. I'm going to find the outro. All right. Before I say peace, I'm out. I'm going to find the outro. All right. Thank you, everybody. All right. Peace. I'm out. Peace.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Sound right, boy.
It sound right, boys.